Hey, my name is Karen Logan. Katie, I just want to thank you so much for this course. This has been a fantastic weekend. I found you online in Facebook back in May, I believe, May and June timeframe, where you were offering your Business with God Masterclass. And the first major message that stuck out to me was how God is the owner of our businesses, and we are the CEO. And as a partnership with God, we need to move forward in His will. So at that point in time, God had just given me a ministry, and I fully realized that in order for me to be successful in carrying out this ministry, I had to get to know God better and who He was, who He is, and in that, knowing what it was that He wanted me to do. I could hear His voice. I can get direction from Him and understand who He is. From that master class that lasted just a couple of weeks, off and on a few days, I signed up for the Doing Business with God course. I thought that was quite an investment, but I knew 100% that God wanted me to do that. He wanted me to get to know Him better. And so I did it. I invested in myself through that. And you have to know that I am not a reader by any means. And one thing that scared me just a little bit was that you said it was an in-depth Bible study and that it was a time commitment for that 6 weeks. And it's just so important for you to realize how much of an accomplishment me finishing that class and finishing it on time meant to me. In that course, I finished all 3 books that was part of the assignment, as well as the workbook that you gave us. I finished every video that you did, that you were talking to us, and I finished that course in 6 weeks. And I'm always good at starting things, having great ideas, but I'm not always great at finishing things. And for the first time, I knew that God had excelled me through that program. It touched my heart in many ways, and it allowed me to get to the next step. So this weekend, I just finished Handprint Legacy Live, and this was the 3rd step, I felt like, in my growth, in my Christian walk. And this, I really honestly did not know what I was coming into. I just knew that it had to do with marketing and basically getting my business from an idea into a stage of implementation. That I kind of, realized overall through the program. So I am now able to I have got a notebook full of notes from the class. It was packed full of information. I can totally tell that God led you through this course and gave you exactly what we needed in alignment. And I could just tell how things were placed throughout the course to speak to us in a certain order. I was just blown away with that. One of the biggest revelations for me in this course was that the sense of community, the sense of how all of these women are Christian women, and they're desiring to serve God in their business, and how that we can continue to go to the next step, which is the Queen's mastermind that I'm fixing to go through. So I just knew that I had made goals for myself, and if I did not take the next step, I felt like it was going to be a big question mark over me, because I am so ready for whatever it is that God has for me next. And that is a large portion into thank you for Katie for all that you've done in these courses and leading us. So thank you so much. You'll have no idea the impact that you've made. I pray that God gives me a community to reach, just as the community that He gave you, that I was so blessed to be a part of. Thank you so much.